Starting with the code you finished with in the movement section of this course, create a new tab and name it espMouse sensors.h. Just like the beginning of the motors class, you'll need to add pound include and then the arduino.h file. Next, add template and then byte front mode. We will use this to pass information about which pin will control our detector. Now it's time to create our class. Similar to what we did with the motors class, type class and then espMouse sensors with an open curly brace, a closed curly brace, and we need to put a semicolon at the very end of a class when we declare it. Now we create our first function by typing public. The public just lets us know that this is a function that we can access from outside of this class, from the main part of our program, for example. And then we're going to create a void sense function. And then pin mode. And the pin mode sets one of our GPIO pins, the front mode pin, to output. The digital write command allows us to set it high. We are doing this to power the front detector. To read data from the front detector, add void view and then serial dot print line and analog read. And we're going to read the A0 pin, which is our only analog pin on the Node MCU. What it's doing is it's reading the voltage on that pin, which changes as more or less light hits the detector. To call the view function, we need to go back to the main part of our program, and we need to include this class that we just created. And then we need to create the sensor's object. We need to pass right here which pin is that front mode pin, and then the name of the object. And then down here we're going to start serial communication. And the baud rate for the Node MCU by default is 115.200. And then at the very bottom of this program, inside the loop, we're going to do sensors.sense, and then we're going to do sensors.view. And so that it doesn't happen a million times a second, we're going to delay for just 100 milliseconds, a tenth of a second. Once this is done, go ahead and load your code. Once your program is done loading, click on the serial monitor, and you should see that once you press the button, values appear on the serial monitor, and as you move your hand closer to that front detector, the values get lower.